Good morning, everyone. How's it going? Yuri here. Obviously, who else would it be? So I am taking the dogs for a walk. Here they come. It's actually a walk/run. And I'm in a really cool forest not too far away from my house. It's really awesome to be able to have access to this kind of, I guess it's a conservation area. So we're going to be doing a little interval training this morning. I talked to the vets a couple days ago and I asked him his thoughts about running these little guys several kilometers. He said, well, maybe not the best idea because realistically 1 kilometer for me is about 7 or 8 for them. So we're going to be doing some stop and start type stuff. So we're just starting our warm up, just a nice light walk. But anyways, I wanted to take this opportunity because this month I'm going to focus on abs. We're going to call it the April of abs, if you will. So what I'd like to talk to you about over the next couple weeks is the truth about how to lose belly fat, how to get toned abs, how to get a flat stomach without all the hype, and to give you more clarity as to what it really takes to do all that stuff. So let's get started today. I have a really cool analogy for you to think about. So we've all been convinced, right, through infomercials and different product ads that sit-ups are the way to burn belly fat. So we're going to start today's video by dispelling this biggest myth. I'm going to get right to the biggest thing and we're going to get right out of the way. Okay, so sit-ups, do they burn belly fat? Okay, well let me give you an analogy. I'm not wearing a very heavy jacket right now, as you can see. It's more of like a windbreaker. But let's say I just did bicep curls. Let's say on my left arm, all I did was bicep curls. Do you think that by doing bicep curls, I would be able to shed overall body fat or even body fat specifically on my arm? Probably not. Let me tell you why. And this all goes back to sit-ups. So the reason sit-ups do not burn belly fat, and sit-ups, yes they do, they actually train your abdominal muscles, just like a bicep curl would train your biceps. But there's a distinction between strengthening the muscles and being able to see them underneath a layer of fat. So we're talking specifically about getting rid of that layer of fat. So doing our sit-ups is like doing a bicep curl. It targets that individual muscle group, but it's not going to generate enough heat, if you will, to really have any metabolic effect to help you burn fat. So here's another thing I was thinking about. So if I was wearing this jacket, and I were to do, imagine this jacket were a layer of fat over my body. If I were just to do bicep curls, do you think I would generate enough heat for me to want to take off my jacket? Probably not, right? However, if I go for a run and I start doing some intervals and I start running uphill and I start doing some full body movements, do you think that my body might be able to start generating a lot more heat? And at that point, I might feel like taking off my jacket or this layer of fat? Yes. And that's a really simple way of thinking about this, is that think about a piece of clothing as a layer of fat. When you work out, are you generating enough heat to want to take that layer of clothing off? If you are not, then most likely what you are doing is not going to necessarily help you burn fat. It might help you get strong and build your muscle, but it's not going to necessarily help you burn fat. So it's the same thing with sit-ups. Sit-ups are a very small, they target a very small muscle group, right? So if I give you a kind of a shot down here, right? This is the area, right? Literally my abdomen that sit-ups are targeting. So, and I'm sure we've all done sit-ups and crunches, you know that they don't generate enough heat to really muster any kind of metabolic effect. So yes, you get the burn in the abdomen, you feel like, you know, the muscles are working, and I think this is where some of the confusion has kind of come into play, is that, you know, we think, oh, my muscles are burning, therefore I must be burning fat. And that's not necessarily true. So what we're talking about is localized small movements will target muscles, they'll get those muscles stronger. But if you want to see those muscles, you need to be using full body movements and doing other things that are going to get a lot of muscles involved to generate a lot of heat and thus will burn a lot of calories. Okay? So that is hopefully has clarified the myth of the fact that sit-ups do not burn belly fat. So stay tuned over the next couple weeks as I'm going to continue to put more videos together for you, more information with respect to how to lose belly fat and how to get sculpted toned abs. Each video or each piece of information that I put out will be targeting a different aspect of this elusive goal that we're all after. So hopefully this video has helped you out, and I'll see you in the next one.